grazing
might
for too long.
actually be on the table if they keep banning out gold laners like this. And Brody, don't threaten me with a good time, man.
Brody, Granger, still available. Moskov, that's the one hero. Harith is still open.
For sure.
A little hard to fight for that box though, since there is an Eve.
And there's a lot of magic
When I
damage
give the word.
overflowing that it'll be easy to counter against
Might be
or
too
itemize
much.
against.
Liquid still has to consider a Kalea might show up later for AP Bren. Sorry, I keep forgetting Kalea's banned. Keep
Kalea's-
forgetting it's banned.
Kalea
Nova?
has a grip on it.
Nova, really?
Yeah. With the box we got on to, let's see if they're gonna equalize with a revitalize roam and pick up a Gatot.
Gatot is
Rivet.
pretty good.
Oh, it's banned also.
Oh,
Are
you
they out
serious?
of picks for Nova? Or are they just gonna have to settle for something like a Cho? Or is there a roamer that I'm missing out on?
Cho sounds miserable.
Cho,
Yeah.
Cho feels like it's gonna get picked off a lot. Instead of it doing the picking off.
Is he gonna just dig into the bag and go for the blue roam that hasn't won yet? It's gonna be slow up against that Harley.
Hero.
Oh, okay. Actually, this is really smart ban from AP Bren. If that was Yu Zhong, then Aqua is not playing this game.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, you still have to watch out for something like Lapu still there that can easily pounce the back. You don't see the mid laner yet. There's still a room for a surprise. Suddenly, Benedetta again.
I would not actually knock the Benedetta. I would like to see something really crazy.
Liquid can afford it now.
It matches their speed.
Yeah.
Liquid
this
can
one.
afford it now. The Hylos alone allows for that front line to be so strong.
Yeah.
I am not the only one bound by these
Focus
Focus on the XP. A little bit slower than I thought they would. They
Yeah.
want to make that bulky front line.
Okay,
Yeah.
now it's for sure that peel is good.
Yeah. They might still be okay with the Cho in the sense that, okay, I know it's a Phoveus, but one of the reasons why I was thinking Kalea is because whoever the EXP laner is going to be for Sanford, it's someone that you have to pick off first. You're not going to try to pick off the Hylos. You're looking at if Sanford's going to be the one as the first entry, pick him off. So,
Like a chink in the armor.
Okay, a Cho would be like the hardest route possible, but I could see their attempt of just like, okay, every time you see Sanford, kick him, blast him down, and then see if we can just build through. Hopefully we survive a Deadly Magic onslaught. Is it going to be an assassin? Is it going to be the Suyo?
I
No,
think that
Suyo
will.
cannot afford a Suyo right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
cannot.
no, not really.
So did they just Fred? Did they go
Fred?
steady Freddy?
One chose me.
Oh, it's Suyo
no!
still!
Wow!
Playing this one.
And it is the glue
And it's the
roll.
roll glue.
Yeah.
Dude, what?
Like you mentioned, winless so far
Yep.
In Rome?
on Rome.
Not been a good time.
Awaken Dreadworld.
And it is the Moskov.
Okay, to be fair, the only real painful source of magic damage is the Harley.
Yeah.
And if the Harley isn't actively searching and blasting down the Cloud or the Eve, then I guess James Max is buying time.
Yeah. I'm trying to imagine. It might be really difficult for the glue actually to manage the mid lane with the juice in around. But hey, if you have
Yeah.
your own predictions, you can win 1,000 MLBB diamonds.
Go ahead. If you want to win 1,000 LEB diamonds, backtrack a little bit, scan the QR code, predict the match winner, and you got it. Right now for our Super Fans prediction, 76% on the Cavalry here.
Hey.
Interesting.
I was the same.
You were?
Pre-season, I would have even gone as far as 90-10.
Damn.
I'm not gonna hide how wrong I was about AP Bren.
Same, man. I really thought it was just going to be as you mentioned, a rebuild season for them.
Yeah.
But no, they've been stellar. KelVJ will get his hands on a Sora again, so he'll still be able to play that setup. I know we put a lot of focus onto the gold lanes, but yeah, we go back to the Infinite Keys to victory. It really is looking like Rome mid is the focus first.
All right, we're going into game number 1 here. The week championship is on the table for this specific series.
Yeah.
And
Champion of week
champion of week 2. Someone's going to be able to say that later.
You're gonna go undefeated for a quarter of the season. Come on.
Yeah. Again, this is going to be the first. You're not going to be seeing us for a while after this day because we are going to be going on a break. It's a very important holiday for us Filipinos.
That's true. Big holiday coming up, so you want to get as much MPL action into your bloodstream as possible. I don't know why I said bloodstream, but it's you're mainlining it right now. We're right here, and you can get no closer than if you're on site. So make sure to get your tickets for the next weeks as well.
Mid lane management not that difficult, but you frequently see it's Sanji and JP pressing forward just a little bit more and getting out of lane quicker. No overactive rotations into the EXP or gold. They're both just checking the jungle. I believe AP Bren also has the information of where Carl began because of how TLPH were hovering around that orange side. It's looking like they know that it's a mirror between the two. So let's see if anyone's going to show up somewhere around the river close to the gold, or they're just going to be looking for a level 3, level 4, quick little skirmish at the center of the map.
Yeah, so far so good, at least for this, this glue. It didn't really face anything of the bigger roadblocks like we had before, like the Faramis.
A Valentina in mid.
Yeah. Valentina, or not even the Vexana.
Yeah, it could be worse for Nova. That's all we're saying.
Yeah. So this could actually be a pretty good pick. And they do need that front
Whoa!
line. And right now, Carl TZ, great temp check a little bit there for James Fanks.
That's the deepest anyone has gone to the other side.
Yeah, I can't tell if Nova and AP Bren didn't have the info that he decided to rotate up top. But Deadly Magic already committed in mid by Carl TZ, so that's the ultimate of the Harley gone for Turtle 1.
Here we go, some action up top.
Oh!
Torrent coming in from KLBJ. They find Sanji, and they find Sanford, 2 for free. Going over to AP Bren.
That was clean.
That's the king for you, still rocking it with those setup style EXP laners, and that was a great follow-up by James Banks with the Blade Surge to top it off. Turtle 1 goes to APB.
Yeah, it seems like they're the ones who are actually on a little bit of a stampede here, going straight into the jungle as well. Bit of a miss there on the SOD. I don't know what they're trying to do there, but so far, I would say the mid trio here, Baby Bren's actually doing their job pretty well.
Okay, some silver lining for the Cavalry. At least. Shizo isn't double laning. Okay, I take it back. Now he's going to start doing it.
Yeah. Him and Teddy. But Sanji goes forward.
Crimson Beacon by Sanji, looking for a quick choke and some damage output. The rest of Liquid not ready for it yet, and because of that, it's Teddy who gets the free gold.
Yeah, Shizo won't be able to get any farm whatsoever from the mid, because if he stayed and tried to just count his losses, then he's going to be behind in terms of managing here in the gold lane. Teddy got in mid. They lowered it down. Gold. Did that go to Teddy or Carl? It looks like Teddy ended up getting the extra 80 gold. So, yeah, Moscow farm looking really good right now, but it's just a very small lead. Both decided to go for the Swift Crossbow first. Let's see if they're going to full build Corrosion, or if they're going to do the Swift Crossbow into the DHS, which we sometimes see.
Yeah, the Swift Trinity. That's still what we call it around, right? Still the Swift Trinity
That
here.
is the scientific nomenclature.
Scientific nomenclature. Who actually came up with that? Actually, that happened in like M7, right?
Oh! They
Wait
try
a
to jump down to
second.
Sanford, forcing a flicker.
Ow.
And I think that's a technical knockout. They've been happy with the outcome of that, forcing Sanford home.
Yeah. Big TKO here as well. And you would have to mention that, you know what? Teddy, he can actually join those fights on the top side if you're not careful. So AP Bren can't go into like this autopilot mode, especially in the first few minutes.
I think that's why we saw Teddy throw out the SOD earlier when AP Bren looked like they were going to continue their aggression into the orange side of Carl TZ. So Teddy goes for the full build path on the Corrosion. It looks like it's going to be the same for Shizo. Turtle coming up. Yeah, it's like they're both playing steady because they know that there's a Harley on the other side. AP Bren don't want to be overly aggressive, and they just get blasted down suddenly from Carl TZ. So it's a good respect from the requirements of the two. James Banks with his signature Skypiercer rush on a Suyo.
That's right, greed is good. 999. James Banks playing rage with JP. There's the jump, the noise pathway. They're looking to go back. RWM coming in from Aqua, swiping away. Carl takes the turtle by enough time, but at the cost of Sanford. 40 falls.
Yeah, Sanford seems to be doing the job that TLPH needs him to do.
Oh!
It's just so that... Oh my goodness, that could have been a really big... Carl TZ though feels like he wants to go for it.
Fortunately, Shizo set up the PMI, so he does dodge that. Carl TZ got Nova on him. He's mounted. Carl, can he survive? Gets taken down by Aqua. Void Crystal to the face. And now Sanji Crimson Beacon on out of here. James Banks able to pressure the purple. Does not have retribution, but can he deal enough damage? Sanji can protect Carl's purple. Where does it go? It goes over to Jimmy James.
Wow. Is it just me or this glue is just too oppressive right now?
Yeah.
Even more oppressive than I thought it would be on the roam.
Yeah, the most successful glue roam that we've seen so far. I mean, I know the last time we saw it at the hands of Ogwen, it had a 2-0 start, but it was more of just like, okay, at least we're getting some kills to even out the losses we're getting early on. This time it's just wins. It's W's for Nova with a Radiant Armor priority, meaning that the damage from the magic-focused roam mid-trio is going to be diminished, and it's going to be difficult to take down Nova. The funny thing about the last sequence we saw in the mid was that after Teddy landed that SOD, Shizo was forced to BMI in mid. Sanji and JP were ready, but Aqua and the Nova were ready to cover for their gold laner. So that was a quick reaction from the row mid of AP Bren to ensure that Shizo is protected once he had to go back. And add to that, of course, they got the kill onto Carl TZ.
Probably one of the reasons why it feels so much more explosive, snappier. It feels like it's doing
Snappier, yes.
a lot more than I thought it would because they're just dogpiling on just one guy.
That the magic in mid?
Oh, I guess that's one key to surviving. Oh!
What?
Aqua, much respect. He put up the RWM to get shields, but it was too much. Carl's deadly magic still popped them.
Yeah, way too much damage. So that's a warning shot now for AP Bren. Turtle 2 needs to go their way, or they might need to look for kills afterwards.
We are a turtle apiece. Team Liquid putting up a barrier. Carl TZ has two ways to get this, through JP or through the opposite side through broken walls. And they are looking to clear the waves first. KLVJ coming in. A prior rivalry between these two. Starting up once more. Carl gets caught lightning. Strikes twice as Kiel finds him. No jungler for Liquid. And they try to find him. The punish under the king. And he'll take him down. Sanji gets one.
He's been doing that a lot. The fadeaway. Nova disrupting Sanji, Sanford, and JP.
And he's going to get AP Bren the Turtle here. Jimmy James scores.
That was just so much that was being done here. KLVJ means business in this one.
Yeah.
Literally, I thought he used so much more than I thought he would in that one. Just to get that kill on Carl TZ. You know there's a little bit of a grudge there.
Bro, KLVJ is locked in, man. I've seen him do that a lot. The fadeaway pounding that he's been doing with the Sora.
It's like, peace out. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Paid away pounding. Where did that come from?
The big fist move.
Yeah, it's the
With a torrent form, and he's going for more. Looking
boy.
for his old teammate. Dad wants Kuya JP. Nova gets the mount, pulling him back. Glorious pathway ain't gonna save you, sir.
It's like KLVJ telling JP, who's your daddy now? Well, I mean, probably not. KLVJ is probably being chill about all of this, and they're still keeping it steady because it is Team Liquid that they're up against.
I
But
tried asking nicely.
I can imagine. I can imagine that. For sure. Right now, though, non-stop action on the map. As Carl TZ going
Trade.
down as well. It is a very good trade with a little bit of an extra assist there going over to the Claude.
yeah, and knowing that they have minion waves crashing in, Nova and Aqua immediately go up top to stop Sanford from being able to defend the turret. Great rotations. Again, Nova and Aqua are, as you mentioned, Rockhard, snappy with how they're moving around the map.
Oh, Kiel finds Teddy. How does Teddy get it out of here? Lightning form once again. In comes the chef. 2v1. Kiel, even for you, this is too much. The king gets slammed down and taken out.
He did not expect that he had help, but in the mid, JP gets caught, but he was too fast.
Gets the mount. The revitalized from Daddy JP. Nova sidesteps the SOD.
All right, these SODs are getting closer and closer every time they cast it. So I feel like there's like a mastery thing going on here. Or it just so happens that, you know what, AP Bren is doing a pretty good job keeping TLPH at bay.
Yeah.
Not completely overwhelming them quite yet.
Yeah, Sanford built rapid boots on his focus so that he could roam the map a little bit faster with how fast AP Bren are going around. Dreadnought didn't full build into Antique. He has Dom Ice.
Hold up. Brenmar, look at this interesting decision tree by Shizo. He does not fully build the corrosion site.
Yeah, so we've been seeing that a little bit more. They go for Swift, then they get DHS, Golden Staff, so that at this point in the game, when you win a fight, or then when kills are getting traded, the Corrosion Scythe comes in at the perfect time. Your Trinity comes in a very aggressive moment.
AP Bren blitzing the Lord down to a 10th of a tail. How does Carl try to contest? He doesn't get it. RWM coming through. Blazes through it from the silence. Gets a lot of damage on the JP. Down he falls. Sanford gonna be up next. 2 free kills to the Hive. And they find Sanji.
This is just phenomenal performance here for AP Bren.
Carl gets thrown out of there.
Chase bangs.
With
Oh
a
my
full-on
God.
surge charge. And down bottom is the best that they can get. Teddy forcing a defense from Kill.
KLVJ's entry was perfect. I don't know if that delayed the retribution by Carl TZ. The timers are the same, but it did set up AP Bren. Again, this is why we put a lot of focus onto the EXP lane and which heroes they get. It's like Sora over anyone right now in the matchups.
Yeah, going for more here on the top side as well. Just feels like TLPH is, again, getting, you know, one up to this chess match.
Yeah, and look how behind Carl TZ is in terms of the gold. Almost 2,500. behind James Banks, who has been swift with the rotations alongside Nova and Aqua. AP Bren are handling the map well with the split pushes. It's all so good.
How is KLVJ everywhere at the same time?
Right?
Yeah, you give him a hero that has high mobility, I guess. This is exactly what happens.
Oh, they pressured JP again! Hit that torrent form. Answer was the glorious pathway. Look at the back. It's a chef. He's cooking, but he gets cooked himself. James Banks finds him. Carl finds Kel though. But the mount on the JP. Can he deal enough damage? The answer is yes, as there is a sever from James Banks. Enough damage to get a double kill. That's a stack for the Skypiercer. Sanford jumps in, and in comes James once more, dealing damage on the Sanford. SOD misses. James finds another, and now it's Carl and Teddy. Teddy and Carl left, and Shizo gets taken down by Carl, but James gets a maniac.
The man with 1,000,000 moves gets 4. Teddy's the only one that stands, and James Banks was bobbing and weaving through everything. That looked really cool. The fact that it was the fadeaway in the end to dodge the SOD was perfect way to cap it off.
I have to be more bold with my Suyo picks. Whenever a Harley comes up, I usually say, no, this is too hard to Suyo, but not for Jimmy James.
Especially on the Suyo, James just feels like he embodies that hero right now.
Yes.
Just making such impossible moves possible, and just it's catching CLPH off guard over and over again.
Jimmy James has 10 kills, man. 10 kills, 2 assists, and is getting closer to a 4,000 gold lead over Carl TZ.
Not at max stats quite yet because he died once. He traded out, so you split that.
Yeah.
I think he's approaching max again.
Approaching max around 60 to 70 right
Because I
now.
think he died at max. You split that in half 40. He's at 60 or 70, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right now, it's just phenomenal performance here for James. Jimmy James, as we like to call him here in
That's
the English.
our thing.
That's our thing. Don't take that away
Him
from
and me.
us. Oh, your thing. All
Yeah,
right.
we're not gonna say it to those dudes.
So,
over there.
yeah,
It's
with
okay.
these dudes on our right.
That's our thing.
And
We
yeah.
own that.
Yeah. Not this. All right, never mind. So right now we
That's
are
over
on
there.
a little bit of a pause. I love how these words are happening right now. And I would like to see, I really like to commend what we're seeing from James Banks and obviously Nova, the rest of how they're handling and enabling these fights. Or they're the ones starting these fights.
Yeah.
A lot of the grabs are not going unanswered.
Yeah.
That's what I love to see here.
Yeah, I think Liquid have just been shocked and awed by how quickly AP Bren are all around. I can't tell if this is an influence of the Chinese style of MLBB that KLVJ is everywhere because yes, EXP laners are demanding there, but for a different reason because you have to be everywhere. You're really constantly shifting with your roamer in terms of getting vision because there's a lot of players who are willing to cross-map, look for individual plays to start it off. But let's revisit KDA rankings after week 1 where Aqua's on top.
Yeah, Aqua's on top, 18.3. That is no joke. This guy, if there's a silent kid, this guy's a silent man. He's just doing his thing. He's just doing what needs to be done here.
Hey, quick bit of trivia. His teammates also call him Dad.
What?
Yep, RSG days, AP Bren, he's also called Dad.
Yeah,
So the Hive has their own patriarch.
yeah, he's always been like the dad,
dad.
for the teams there.
In case you guys are wondering, yeah, he is a dad. An actual dad.
Is he?
He is.
Oh,
That's why they call him that.
right, that makes sense.
Pretty cool, isn't it? So right now, we are back into the action here. And so far, it feels like the GOAT Carl TZ just keeps getting one up here by the man with 1,000,000 moves.
Jimmy James at the forefront, hiding in this brush. Glorious pathway coming in. JP drops it, wants to revitalize. And Sanji steals it from out of nowhere! The silent firing away in the back line! As Teddy falls, Sanford 2, Jimmy James gets more, as Shizo gets taken down by Carl. Jimmy James trying to chase down the chef. Give me my nom-noms. And now, it's the rest of them, and Jimmy James finds them! It's a triple for the man with 1,000,000 moves!
If he wasn't maxed out earlier, he's maxed out on those stacks right now.
Yeah, and now they have max minion waves on mid.
Oh! Can Carl clear it? The inhibitor will fall. There's a couple of big minions coming through. Carl has to throw all the cards he has. Kale goes into lightning form. As the base is the next target. Carl falls, but the minions are too big for Liquid.
Carl TZ knows the exact moves he needs to do to make sure that this does not end right here, right now. Although there is a chase. There's only finally
coming in from Teddy! And he throws it out, taking down Aqua as KLVJ skedaddles away.
The exact moment they needed that SOD to hit. Oh my goodness.
Hey, yo, Teddy wasn't missing. He was just checking range.
Yeah.
Until now.
Steady Teddy coming in the clutch. Big time SOD. And you saw AP Bren were really eyeing out and ending things there because Nova stood in front of the base turn and took 3 or 4 hits so that they could just buy a bit more time for their minion waves to come through and for AP Bren to finish it. But suddenly the turnaround, the sacrifice of Carl TZ worked out. JP showed up at the right time, and of course the SOD by Teddy.
So iconic, right? That Carl TZ is the one to save the game. Right in front of our eyes, all on his own against 3 members of AP Bren who looked like they had the game in the bag.
My goodness.
Whew. Gotta take a little bit of a breather there. Look at the goal difference as well. AP Bren really got hit hard with that one.
Yeah. Now they have to watch out for more attempts like that. I think the Juicing is giving more promise to AP Bren than they care to admit. And, well, because I don't see that happening as much, the next one could be just, if that happens again, it's because AP Bren flubbed up somewhere. Whether it's their man marking, they didn't respect Teddy, or Sanji, after he went in, for some reason AP Bren just decided to leave him alone when the Juicing is someone that you also need to man mark during the big engages. It was also miraculous that Sanji was the one who was able to get the last hit onto the Lord. James Max and Carl TZ's treachery, that means they were both early. And somehow, some way, it was the Juicing that got the last hit. That was a miraculous turn of events favoring TLPH.
I want to see that one as well. I feel like Carl TZ just had a rough time navigating that because of all the chaos that was happening. So
yeah, Shizo went in with a blazing
right?
duet.
It was crazy.
He had to watch out for KelVJ. It was
What are
too
the
much.
odds, really? That of all the damage that was being rained down in that pit, it was this random lantern.
Yeah, it was miraculous.
You know what? It's not even the power of Zushin because it has Sky Piercer, but it only has 1 kill.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. It's stackless or just 1 stack, so it's not like it killed the Lord or anything like that.
It's a happy accident.
Yeah,
Happy
with a happy accident.
Liquid needed that.
And they want to do that again. They're trying to go. AP Bren says, you know what? We shouldn't have lost that. Let's go ahead and try take 2.
I think instead of really sharp time. Oh wait, Teddy's pushing down bot. AP Bren are gonna get forced out of here.
Yep, someone's gotta go, and they think it's Shizo, the best response. Lordy are getting blasted down by Liquid. Down to half health, JP putting up a wall. There's the Lord's pathway, and in comes Steady Teddy. I'll shoot, you run. And the answer, the RWM from Aqua. Down goes Carl, no retribution for Liquid. JP falls, James Banks, Sever in the pit, Sever in the pit. One more, looking for the kill. Dashes on through the surge. Nova, double kill of 440. AP and Bren have found 4 members. It's just Teddy left. And Aqua chases him down. Void Crystal plus Jimmy James gets the triple. It's a wipeout.
And that will be game. AP Bren start things off. Snappy, fast, KelVJ is high. The Bees look alive.
Definitely looking alive here as they take game number 1 against Team Liquid Philippines.
Kel did not have to beg for that. He played for that.
Yeah.
Loyal.
Oh boy, oh boy. There you go. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Maybe one more mid-ban would not go out of place here and force Aqua on the Kagura.
Barca or Zed, yeah.
Yeah.
Or Kimmy. Kimmy's good. Kimmy Harley, Hylos.
That could work.
Someone that can benefit from Harley having a Genius Wand. That benefits to...
Kimmy Zed.
Yeah, I mean they already have the burst through the Harley, so they can just focus on the mid laner with a bit more control or persistent damage, such as the Kimmy we've been posing.
Muscle of iron.
Oh, it might be a farce considering they banned out the gacha. But
Depends on who the jungler is too, because we don't know who Carl's playing.
yeah, because
right.
that could also just suddenly be a Hayabusa for Liquid, and it could still work out.
What's the XP looking like here for AB Bren though? I just realized we haven't talked about XP for AB Bren.
I want to see them consider Arlot. Oh, never mind.
Good raid.
Just when I said it.
That was right on time, by the way.
Yuzhong, Farsa.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it that they know that KLVJ is a known element because he's great on the Arlot. MVP performance on one last week.
Good research, good research. All right, let's think about our XP lane maybe for later. You don't really need to show that. Maybe just a mid laner for now. That's a Farsa.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, as expected. So yeah, it is looking like it's going to be a Farsa Yuzhong to round out the draft for AP Bren. Yeah, the Freya's gone, so we're not going to be getting that.
Oh, but what if 40 gets it first?
No, with the Sora.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Good. Okay, so the coast was clear.
Yeah.
Very clear, Yu Zhong. I like that. Lapu would be off. Well, it would, you know, probably it will do good, but not optimal. Maybe.
Yeah, it's still okay. You need the dragon to help the lane get information. It provides a space that the Farsa wants and the carry wants.
Yeah, Kiel played a lot of Yu Zhong and Esmeralda in China.
When I give the
Yeah,
word.
yeah.
Usually the unseen world that tells
Carl
us
TZ on the Gwyn.
stories.
Have we seen this from him?
Not yet.
Not yet, right?
Season, not yet, yeah. Sparingly. This is stampedable for Liquid.
The GOAT's a magic man these days, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's gonna be a magic man.
Yeah.
With a lot of Harleys and a lot of Guinevere.
Yeah, a lot of value in magic damage junglers,
junglers.
right now. But then, of course, the strength of the Guinevere is that sure big crowd control knock-up that you can get with her.
And in the eyes of Carl TZ with that killer instinct, feels like
Yeah.
such a good combo.
They're really deeply thinking about this. They might have just been drafted out of the EXP lane. The Yu Zhong's the safest, and it makes the most sense.
I'm not the only
Yep.
one bound by these
Too many dashes to not
chains.
Phoveus.
Yeah. The Fove instead. Ooh, man, this might be a really tough game for KLVJ. Looking at what's there, it's looking a lot like similar to what happened to Sanford in game number 1, where
Yeah.
Fove is like, I'm here, I'm gone.
Yeah,
They bursted me down, guys.
It's a little too reactive for our taste, and especially with the momentum AP Bren has.
Yeah, so AP Bren definitely look like they kind of prepared to first pick, to do these really crazy first picks on the red side. We'll see if that's going to make any
Yeah,
big changes or
lineups.
big impact. Look at those lineups right now. It does feel like the index shows TLPA should be ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to stand by my word and say we're probably going to be going to game number 3. This looks stampedable. Stampedable, but hey, who knows? Maybe Nova Aqua and James Bank can pull out some magic. And if KLVJ times his vision getting and fronting properly, then they might be able to hold on long enough. Let's see. But with everything considered, it's looking like a fast game for Liquid.
Fast game Team Liquid, maybe 12 minutes. That's the read here from the desk. Do you guys agree? Let us know in the comments. We'll try to read through that later on. But for now, it's Team Liquid versus AP Bren on game number 2.
I love the respect AP Bren has for Team Liquid's lineup. 2 full Purifies. They know that Liquid's gonna bring it to them, and bring it they did! As Aqua gets killed by the chef, first blood drawn by Sanji.
I like that we all basically nodded in agreement at the same time, because that's exactly what we expected to happen.
Zetian wasn't banned, right?
Yes.
Then the knockback of Zetian would have been very helpful in that scenario. It helps manage the lane slightly better against a very aggressive Kali that wants to get close and up in your face. It wrecks his flow a little bit.
Uh-oh.
That's a bad start.
Carl's waiting in the wings, coming through, looking for that passive to proc, and he finds Aqua the second time around. JP figured out 4, Nova falls, double kill for the GOAT. Sanji flickers back out, and James Max finds Sanji, 2 for 2.
Man, those are lots of good trades, and again, you don't want to actually go toe-to-toe against a Guinevere, like especially in your face, because you're not gonna win that trade. His HP just goes back over and over again.
Okay, a little magic from James Panks. That ended as good as it could have for AP Bren. 2 kills, and he got away, and he has an EXP advantage slightly over Carl TZ, despite them both being level 4, yes. So, not a total loss for AP Bren. They're still definitely in this based on how they managed getting KLVJ out of lane first or getting him to level 4. So Team Liquid could do the smart thing, pull back the crabs, deny it from AP Bren, and it ends up going to JP. So it's a delay on the level 4 for both EXP laners right now.
Yeah, and that's gonna level out, especially once they're going into the turtle later on. Very close by. James Mack actually wants to get this done as quickly as possible.
Yeah,
Couldn't hold on to the turtle hard enough since he has to respect JP's jumps and Carl's.
Yeah, this is going to be a big fight. Just watch out for Sanford and KLVJ. I feel like with their entries and who manages which entry better.
Yeah, no Raging Sandstorm quite yet for JP at least, but it will actually come online almost the same time as his Flicker. So you're right, absolutely, that's definitely on the chopping board here. You have to keep your eyes on the timer as well for Sanji.
Yep, Gold Crab was secured by Teddy there in that last little skirmish for it between Shizo, and thus he has a slight advantage over the carry. Very long turtle dance here. I think at some point someone might have to give it up, but With James Banks at the orange already, after this should be a clear sign for AP Bren to try and go for something. But Team Liquid Philippines are delaying as much as they can, being aggressive in the river as Carl Teasy needed to go down to get his own orange buff first.
Oh, still the level advantage for Jimmy James. He's on 6, Carl at 5. So if it comes down to the wire retribution battles, James Banks has a slight advantage. The dance continues. Nova and JP pulling back and forth and back. JP does not have the Rampaging Sandstorm just yet. Void Crystal thrown out, check in range. Sanji here gets pushed back. Glorious Pathway by Nova. What's the play here? Is he opening up for James? James holding on to the retribution. Quick stand guy comes in. James Banks answered with a better airstrike. The RWM, the response from Sanji. And Sanford with the torrent. In comes KL from the back. Deadly Magic thrown on to JP. And in comes the Infernal Pursuit. They stun Sanford. Sanford's caught between 4 and 40. Gets taken down by Jimmy James. They trade for Nova. In comes Carl, serving up a kill. 2. One of them, and Apple falls, but Carl Teasy gets taken down. How actually survived the engagement. Great range from AP.
Clutch Dark Wave by KLVJ. That just gave enough time for that last basic attack from James Banks to connect and lash onto Carl Teasy, securing that kill. So Nova's initial initiation was just wait.
They're still going. JP trying to quick send guard this, but there's way too much magic damage.
AP Bren are handling this so well. We are getting magic from James Banks. 5-0-1 to start things off, and Aqua and Nova getting really crafty. It's the Unk Knowledge. So we keep talking about them. So Nova's start actually is a means to force reactions out of Team Liquid Philippines, and they eventually decided to jump into that fight. It was handled well by Liquid, but it was just a crazy retribution win for James Banks. Now, it was stretched out and it ended up becoming in favor for AP Bren because we said look at the 2 EXP laners. KLVJ was unbothered. Because of Nova entering, that meant that Team Liquid couldn't look at the Phoveus. So that means KLVJ was ready for round 2 after going around the back.
Look at those differences as well. The goal difference really ramping up here for AP Bren. Not the one we expected. Damn, I'm a little flabbergasted. By the way, in all that exchanges, super low-key Aqua. I'm a big fan of how he's playing that Farsa.
Yes. I haven't seen a Farsa in a while be as useful without a feathered airstrike as he was. I could have sworn he died, but no, he was just throwing out those basic skills and it's like...
Every single one hits. That's the scary part with Aqua here. He's very low-key. He's not rushing these hits. He's not rushing the salvos.
Curse of Crow was stonks for that engagement. Turtle 2 currently up. AP Bren, 2,000 gold. Huge firepower advantage. Sanford looking for that angle in the back line. Nova drawing a line between the rest of them and AP Bren. Feathered airstrike. They've clapped out on the car.
Oh my god.
AP Bren easily secures the turtle. RWM keeping Nova down. And KLVJ engages on a 2. Make that 3 as he pushes JP back. A lot of damage out of him. Sanford finds a double. The Apex Predator gets one.
There goes that star power that TLPH is very much known for. You can kind of out macro them a little bit, but individually those mechanics are just a little bit too much overcome, especially on that last one.
Yeah, San stood tall with Daddy JP, and I think LVJ was just Aqua missed the Curse of Crow by a few inches. That's why once KLVJ thought
did we
that
cast
he
the
could...
curse it?
Yeah, I feel like we did. I feel like when KLVJ thought that he could get JP, suddenly it was a Void Crystal brought out by Sanji, slowed him down, and forcing AP Bren back. But they are still in control. They are still setting the momentum here with their fast and snappy rotations. Now they are both eyeing gold lanes as Teddy and Shizo have been left unbothered for majority of this game. So looking back at it, by the time Sanford went in, AP Bren already pulled the trigger on the fight, meaning that Sanford couldn't make the most out of his disruption. But then he waited, he bided his time, and then now it linked up with Sanji's real-world manipulation well. This is what I was talking about earlier with KLVJ. After Aqua just missing the stun on JP by inches, KLVJ was punished, trying to go for the kill on JP.
It was a very good punish, and overall, I would say that just resulted in James Banks just having so much ground to cover, so much easier for him to cover these grounds. Yeah. Now that they're able to push TLPH back a little bit.
Yeah. So it's a DHS rush for Teddy, and he didn't even go for the
right now?
he didn't go for the Swift crossbow. He didn't go for golden staff, nothing like that. He went straight for DHS, knowing that he needed the extra bit of damage because it's going to be the Phoveus and the high loss he has to think about more of.
JP, Raging Sandstorm, massive ult coming in from Carl. The response, the RWM, Glorious Pathway, Nova trying to open up the retreat, and Sanford trying to keep him in. but Liquid find a pickoff. James Panks shut down.
I was really feeling what Sanford's trying to do. He's trying to pull people back into the real world. It's just not happening quite here. AP Bren really respecting the distance to give them a lot of distance.
Yeah, with the glorious pathway there also, Nova was just a little bit too fast to get brought back into the RWM. Free turtle for Liquid, and that was just a great initiation by JP and Carl TZ together. Of course, well followed up by the rest of Liquid. So Liquid now has taken control of this game. It's not the stampede that we expected to get. AP Bren did greatly match Team Liquid of Philippines in the early stages of the game, but now it is a slight Liquid lead. Carl TZ just built up a Winter Crown so he can be aggressive and at the same time maybe bait out abilities from AP Bren. Just when APB think that they can get Carl TZ down, he can just pop up the Winter Crown.
It's actually perfect for him because that will actually enable him to do more riskier maneuvers.
Exactly, yes.
And just give him more confidence.
And again, even save him from a deadly magics. He can just freeze right as the proc happens.
That's right. That's right.
Like he'll just eat everything first, and then just when it's about to pop, Winter Crown it, and then you're good, you're safe.
There's a sound board for that. Boing. Nothing.
Isn't it more like a ticking clock? It's like
yeah, it is. It is. That's my sound board.
There it is. See, it's on Sanji now.
The point.
And he's okay.
Nothing happened. Oh.
Yeah, there was enough of a follow-up.
Yeah.
Because Aqua was a little too deep underneath
The
tier
distance
1.
is... I think AP Bren might be respecting TLP too much now.
Yeah.
They're not closing this as much.
Yeah, they have to though. JP's man marking James Panks really well. I think they've shifted their focus now, making sure that they know where the Harley is at before they engage, which is the right call.
It does feel like there is a right call, right? With the team fights that AP Bren are not taking. Aren't they just like giving away too much? They're giving TLPH like more room for the backswing.
It's one of those scenarios where you have to give, because if you force anything, then heading into the Lord, it's like that might end up becoming a free Lord for Liquid. So it's them just playing defensive, making sure that Shizo still doesn't get taken down. He gets farm. Yeah, they're just recalibrating a little bit, biding their time, being patient with it.
They slow down so much.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys noticed. It slowed down so much here. Look at the distance Aqua's also giving, trying to clear those waves. Yeah. And again, it's all for this Lord.
And of course, as expected, Liquid, knowing that AP Bren had decided to slow things down, they're going, thank you, we'll get the resources. They pushed their lead from 1,100 to 2,400 and counting. So that continues to go up. But look at the two gold laners. Shizo even has a very, very slight lead, though that is very close in terms of the gold.
Both Trinity. Yeah, both of them have the Swift Trinity activated now.
Yeah. Whoa! JP and Carl once again attempt that same maneuver. Nova able to respond and embrace it with the glorious pathway. In comes KLVG to the back. Sanford trying to find Aqua, and Aqua wings by wings, but a little too much. They trade those 40 falls, 2 for 2. Aqua and KL for 40 and JP. They all just back off, scattered across the map.
Yeah, you saw the impact of the Winter Crown of Carl TZ that bought a lot of time. And it seems like James Panks, he's playing this as peel for Aqua. He's saving his deadly magic for the entry of Sanford. And that's why they were able to trade Sanford out.
I was thinking, you know what, maybe because he knows there's a Winter Crown for Carl, that's why he didn't bother.
Yeah.
But then again, that is a really good swap out of target. Sanford getting slowed down actually just gave so much room for AP Bren to move.
Which is, I think, why it feels like AP Bren are slowing down. We're usually seeing, we're used to seeing James Panks as a full-on offensive tool. Here he's being a deterrent. Glorious pathway dropped by Nova. Better airstrike coming in. Can they stop this turtle thing? The goat finds the retribution. JP falls. Shizo on Sanford. 40 gets punished hard. James Panks takes him down. 2 for the Lord. AP Bren are going to have to find a way to capitalize.
Oh boy. That was a little late on the torrent form as well for Sanji. Sanford rather. I don't think he was able to actually get as much use of the Sora as he wanted to in that last one.
In the end, though, it was just like a pure retribution win for Carl TZ and Liquid. And a great call to immediately jump onto the tower in mid, as members of AP Bren could not hold on to defend their tower there. That now opens up the map significantly more for Team Liquid. They only have one tower taken down on their side, and that is the one at top. AP Bren have to do a lot of work here to turn this game around, while Liquid can just coast to continue getting more towers taken out. Malefic Gun now for Shizo. Okay, not at the last item. Okay, that's a good adjustment because it gives him the range that he needs, provides a little bit more space, and at the same time, maybe that might mean that James Panks won't have to play deterrents as much.
Whoa.
Earlier team fight.
The fight for this tier 2 in mid. AP Bren puts their foot down and says, not so fast, as they throw out a couple of ults to stop Liquid.
Yeah. Carl TZ, look at him on the side. He's just waiting for someone to step out of the line. Love what I'm seeing here.
Guinevere with a lot of cooldown reduction. Woo! Love them. This is the
40.
Guinevere that hurts because that's 2 items with adaptive damage that he built.
Ooh, love that. Well, look at the HP of Sanford basically just shrugging that deadly magic off. That's basically the Harley out for a few seconds.
A little bit of a silver lining, though. That was just James Panks. So there was very little follow-up. No additional damage to use the deadly magics and the genius one. So if he can take out a third or a fourth of Sanford's
on his own.
Yeah, that's still some respectable damage from the Harley.
Yeah. And so after the draft, we mentioned that KevVJ might have a difficult time here, and clearly he is. There's a massive lead for Sanford compared to the Phobias. He's been doing what he could, but again, this is why we mentioned that this will be a difficult job for the Phobias.
James Panks almost checks in on 40.
Yeah. But
They seem to be just clashing non-stop, these two guys right now.
So all going to be seeing each other, man marking, checking the bushes. So looking at the item progression.
Guinevere versus Harley, that's a no-brainer, right? That should be a no-brainer. And I love the gap as well that's being created.
Yeah, Aqua already has the Genius Wand, and now Karthese also picked up the Athena Shield. So if KevVJ decides to continue his more aggressive posturing towards Karthese, when he would see the Guinevere, he'll go in for the Dark Wave. It's not going to be easy to burst down this Guinevere.
Ooh.
You have to be a little bit smarter for the team fights.
Karthese contemplating if he should pop off the full suite to take down Nova, but AP Bren clearly using him for bait. Liquid knows.
Yeah.
Good control here for Liquid, and AP Bren, I think they're tired of just responding over and over again. It feels like now they're talking, we might be ready to go ahead, face the LPH head on.
Is it time?
They need to. This next Lord cannot easily go to Liquid. They're going to have to try and see if they can get trades. If they don't get the Lord, at least get a kill or 3.
Nova with a conceal. Who's he looking for? Checks in on the RBM. Sanji gets flushed out. JP and Karthese still looking for that engagement. I don't think they trust Nova anymore. It can't just be as easy as it was about 5-6 minutes ago. The Blitz onto this Lord. Who's going to take it? Glorious Pathway. He's looking for Carl. And the Retribution still is good from the Goat. And Nova gets hit with a full sweep. Better airstrike by Aqua. Sanford looking for targets. Lightning Form. Blazing Duet. Plus the winner crown into the back line as KevVJ is about to get popped once more. He falls alongside Nova. No one home for Sanford, but they've cornered Jimmy James. Jimmy James gets taken down. Double for Steady Teddy.
Yeah, it does feel like he's a lot more comfortable on that Claude here in game number 2. Just like that, we've got a Lord walking up on mid.
And they are inside the base just like that. Aqua and Shizo struggling to defend. And that's going to be it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going all the way. Game 3. For this series here today.
And the cavalry goes wild for Team Liquid. I wouldn't mind XP here. I would.
Value in me?
Yeah, Freddy man.
You should.
Here's Chessman original. That's a Chessman. What do you call that? Chessman signature.
Chessman signature. This is his all-time second favorite hero.
Valentina, Carrie, Harley. I'm
Lancelot's
trying to think
first,
of
right?
If you because if you're saving
Lancelot's first. Okay.
yeah,
Sorry.
if you're saving Rome for the second half, that means you're saving something special.
Yeah, and what are you dodging?
Yeah, if there's a room for it,
I am the power of
they might pull a pinch out of the Omega book.
Yo.
Yeah.
Why the Kaja ban?
Exactly what I was just
a little
trying to say.
deep.
They're
Was that
thinking
what-
there might be some unique picks coming out in Rome.
Is Coach Snap on the same page? He's like, no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say not super unique, but I am reading a chip.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say, the chip. Pick a page out of Omega's book, out of Liquid's book, you put the chip later as your roamer, then you just need to have another tanky EXP laner there. Most likely they're gonna end up with a glue. If not the glue, you can also go Lapu. It's a good balance between the damage and the tankiness, self-sustainability through the spell vamp, but the safest is to go for the tanky EXP laners like Blue Alice, paired up with the chip as you guys roam around. But Omega made it work with a chip and a Lapu, if I'm not mistaken, the last time, so I don't want to turn it off. I don't want to turn off the idea.
But also with the chip came a Freya.
That's true.
They were solving the whole block the Freya from crossing the map situation by literally giving her the Bifrost. Here, what are you bringing over? A little magical boy? And Storm who throws out shurikens? Like, it's not the same threat.
completely different. I agree.
Downplaying these two heroes, by the way. I'm sorry to speak so badly about Harley and Carrie, but it's not Freya.
Even combined, I feel like they'll have a hard time against the Freya.
Yeah, it's not the same threat that you go through the shortcut with. That's what I'm saying.
That's true.
I will choose
Definitely, the shortcut feels better on the
by
side.
banning the Arlott, it's all the more telegraphing a chip. Coach G.
Chip.
No.
Oh no. What if the LPH just picks it up?
They actually can. That's the funny
It's
thing.
pretty
about
good
it
with
right
them
now.
too.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
At Red 4 though.
What they have. I think now they lock in EXP, they adjust their roam later. But they don't see the matchup, it's blind. Either they determine the matchup now.
I see the glue here. Maybe.
Glue Fred, Eve Claude. Oh, that is a strong front.
That just blocks out your deadly magic, does so much.
Yeah.
Good mount too. Like 3 targets clean right now.
Yeah, but then if that ends up becoming a glue, that's a Lapu Lapu for KLVJ and the chip. Then could be Alice.
Let them play the
They go
hero.
for
I will be
Yuzhong.
the truth this world desperately
Get 40 on the Dragon, still undefeated
40 on
this
the
season.
Dragon.
Is that pick?
Also good.
So is it going to be a chip?
Because single-handedly, if it is a chip, he could respond. It's like, all right, nice try, shortcut, dragon form.
No, it's not because of the Yuzhong. It's just the chip is just not as good now, right? Now
Oh,
they
so it's not
aside
bad.
if it's not chip, it's definitely they need a good front line.
Yeah, because dude, Gatot's gone. I don't think Chip Valentina has any room here.
One of them might glue.
You can't go for Glue Valentina. I don't think. Pretty meh.
They won game
I
1
know.
off of it, blue, so.
You need someone to really soak up some damage.
Yeah, but that was Glue Eve. Glue Valentina might. Oh well, technically it's a Glue Eve
It's
again
still
because
an
it's a
Eve.
Valentina. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, so it is the Hilda
They
roll.
revert back to, you know, a solid lethal mid duo.
Better.
And
Better.
a dead lane in the EXP. This is gentlemen, correct me if I'm wrong. This is the first time KLBG is playing this kind of XP laner in MPLPH.
Yeah.
In his return.
Yeah, we've put a lot of focus on him with the setup style. Now he's literally just there.
A brain dead, mechanically undemanding XP lane is just.
Yeah.
Hey, this is where we see his Ankh knowledge come in.
Oh, it looks like it's a Cho getting hovered by JP.
Wow.
And it's the Cho.
That's a treat. It's always a treat for me to watch JP play a Cho.
I will say this now. That's a lot of comfort and speed for Liquid. It's looking like a Liquid draft for this one.
That's like for a world championship or something.
Yeah.
Hold up. Wait.
What?
It is. When they won the M4 World Championship, I'd say just change 1 or 2 picks, and that's the kind of draft that they were rocking in Jakarta.
Man. That's like maximum comfort.
Change 1 player, no, change 2 players, and that's literally the team that won.
I am literally scared for AP Bren right now.
Yeah. In the lineup rating, though, it is leaning a little bit more towards AP Bren. The Hardy determines a lot of that. The Valentina as well. But we have to watch out for...
Ooh.
If there's 2 players I'm looking at, it's Nova and Kiel for this game.
Yep. But there's got to be a reason why you picked the Uranus as your last pick to make sense of it all. Was that really the missing piece?
Yeah.
Maybe so, maybe so. Definitely AP Bren feels like they did save up. Or they did save this draft at the very last second. Question is, will that be enough? Let's go ahead and find out here in game number 3.
Triple Purify, by the way.
Ah.
This is before they saw the Cho.
Yeah. So this is good for them because now kicking anyone is actually difficult. At most, I think Nova might be the main target right now for JP, that every time they see this Hilda, it's just going to be a kick, force him back. Kel VJ's there. He's going to end up becoming the sponge, but literally a sponge. He doesn't control anything. So let's see if that is going to be the mindset for Sanji and JP, that every time... Oh!
Uh-oh!
Whoa!
JP with a flicker forward. They will delay James Pank's progress with this orange buff. And in comes Nova, trying to take down Sanji. Aqua coming in as well, does not have a flicker, so he could not close the gap as quickly.
Yeah, I like that they're so intent on using the flicker very early on. They know it's going to go on cooldown, probably ready for the next turtle anyway.
It will not come in for the first turtle, since we are 40
2
seconds
minutes.
off.
Yeah.
Ooh, Nova a few stacks on a Sanford.
So far, Nova handling all the space that he can get in the map through the grass really well. That's why we were looking out for Nova and KLVJ as the X factors for AP Bren to make more sense of this unique draft that they decided to go for.
Oop. Nova procs that passive, follows JP through the brush, through that wall. As KLVJ secures his purple. James Spanks short on resources. I guess that's what happens when you get bullied out of your orange take.
Yeah, good block by JP to make sure that James Spanks wouldn't be able to get in and go for a cheeky retry steal. Purple buff is about to spawn. It's looking like Liquid might be getting this turtle. If AP Bren decide to just give it and so that James Spanks can go to the purple buff.
Okay, Kel wants level 4. Carlteasy gets dogpiled on by AP Bren. No one home for that Appraiser's Wrath, and in comes 40. Dragon form threatening Nova. Nova running underneath. Tier 1, but gets hit by the shock. And then Aqua with a stolen dragon as well retreats.
Yeah, great.
Teddy!
That felt like when that came out of nowhere. What was that fight about?
Yeah, that was a great read by AP Bren, knowing that the tendency for Liquid is, okay, Turtle's up, we're fine, it looks like we're advantaged. JP go to the EXP lane, help Sanford out, and they confirmed it. So AP Bren went straight into the jungle, found Carlteasy all alone, and just jumped him.
They basically found like a weak point for Carlteasy, or a moment where the team was not really there to follow up on whatever Carlteasy wanted to do.
Okay, take 2. How about we go again for this turtle take? KLVJ flushing out these brushes. Spots 2 members, now 3. Sanford in the back here. James Banks with the pull. Carlteasy, energy eruption.
Wow.
No one home. KLVJ gets pushed back. And Carlteasy secures. All it took was Nova. And they respond, trapping him with the RWM. Purifies through. No one answers back. Oh! Aqua with the dash. Oh, no Purifies actually used up. He tried to dash through, but no one home.
Yeah, good dodge. JP single-handedly zoned out James Spanks from that sequence. Even committed the way of the dragon so that James Spanks would be forced back. Then afterwards, you saw the impact again by JP coming back with more G Kundo. So high-impact show play by JP right now.
Yeah, I can imagine that's exactly what was happening during the draft comms. Bro, pick a Cho. Just don't let JP play. I got this. That sounds like a Carlteasy thing to say. And it really boiled out or played out exactly that way.
The man-to-man defense currently working out for Liquid. Gives him 1,000 gold up, despite, you know, the difficult first turtle take, which got delayed. There's a chance that we might actually just see 2 turtles this game.
Yeah. Could be stretched out here. AP Bren, I think that in the long run, that the little delay that the Sanji and JP were able to do on him is messing up their flow a bit.
Oh! Deadly Magic's on the one.
Nice
2
step.
RWMs coming through. Sanji's the real one. Stays. JP takes a few hits there. James Banks gets taunted, gets kicked, and gets taken out. JP gets a kill. Yeah! Carlteasy served up a kill by Teddy. 2 for free to Liquid.
I can really feel the laser pointed straight in target lock, bro. I'm gonna tell you, this Harley's not gonna be able to play all game long.
Yeah, the Harley and the Hilda. That's why we were saying earlier, if Liquid just every time they'll see the Hilda, they know that there's only so much AP Bren could do. It'll greatly diminish their impact in every team fight. And this is just perfect man marking by Team Liquid. Good avoidance of the poker trick, so that the Deadly Magic wouldn't be capitalized on that much onto JP, and that left James Banks and Nova at the mercy of the taunt of Carlteasy's Fredrin.
Man, now it's going to be a bit of an uphill here for AP Bren. Considering that their laners are also just trying to just not die at this moment. KLVJ right now on the Uranus is not going to be expecting much from that lane. And now they go straight into their third turtle.
Oh my god, Sanford is pushing KLVJ to the limit. Because of the previous sequences, Liquid make easy work of taking this turtle.
Second, by the way. Sorry, rather. So this is going to be a little bit more difficult to face. We got a dragon upon the front.
Oh,
Copies it.
got 2.
2 dragons coming through. Can AP Bren protect their mid lane? The answer is no. Aqua tried.
Yeah, I like the color on that dragon too.
Ooh,
Very
Shizu.
Shizu-like on the top side.
Sneaky.
Oh, I saw that.
All right, gets out of there just in time. And successfully takes down a tier 1.
Yeah. Didn't know he has a Purify, so that would be way too risky to try and jump him.
Yeah, I don't want to force a flicker too much on a guy who actually has a Purify, and then you actually might absorb so many of those hits. Shizu at this point with both items feels like he could have done the damage. No.
Oh wow! Even between Aqua and James, they can't even take down 40.
Yeah, cross-map trade. Oh, Shizu and Nova are in danger.
JP comes in, finds the kick, the Purify. Teddy still wailing away. Leaving that BMI plus a Void Crystal off-camera trade. 40 for James Banks. And they will take the turret too, so a little bit of room for AP Bren. Nothing comes for free. JP finds Nova. Nova answers back. No dice.
40 taking down James Banks ended up becoming a win. Yes, the tower's gonna get pushed down bot, but that would have been much better for AP Bren if they did not lose their jungler. But Sanford got his third kill, lost the tower, but an even bigger W that in the end it was Liquid that won that trade with James Banks getting taken down by the Yu Zhong.
Yeah, I think slowing down your jungler, it really just adds up, right? That's so exponential, especially this point of the game. 7 minutes in, Carl T is gonna over-level you. So that's a big danger here for AP Bren if you're not on level, not on par with the Retribution.
This is a living nightmare for a Harley. When you see your opponent, your jungler opposition just willingly take a deadly match to the face.
2-level gap, by the way.
Yeah, Liquid has full control. No contest here by AP Bren, and he might even lose his purple buff here. Did he get it? Yes, he did.
He did, all right.
Had the retry for it though.
Yeah.
He had to do so much for it, honestly.
No contest. Remind me, are Harley and Fredrin related? Are they
I think you're picking
stepbrothers?
Leslie.
They are. No, Harley is Leslie's foster sister.
Foster?
Foster brother. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Oh, I thought they were like
They're not all
blood
Paxleys?
brothers.
They're not blood brothers. No.
They're not. Okay, okay.
Fredrin is more.
He does his own thing, I think.
Isn't that Fredrin more Layla?
No.
No?
Fredrin is. They're from the same family tree, but
Same
they're not
family.
like
Yeah.
siblings.
Speaking of the Fredrin, also has the Chastise Squadron as well. This is going to be a slow burn win for Team Liquid Philippines.
That's gonna slow down your Shizu.
Oh
so
my lord!
oh!
Nova can't even stand the Teddy. RWM the answer to the RWM. And Aqua still well and away. Takes too much damage from Carl DZ to the face.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
they are leagues
That
ahead.
is
Yeah, well, this is a total draft win by TLPH. Again, we talked about the numbers leaning a bit more for AP Bren, but it's who, again, the context of who is playing the heroes at the side of Liquid. It's JP on his Cho, it's Sanford on the Yu Zhong, Carl on the Fred.
That's why they'll never AI our job.
Yeah, Sanji on Eve, Teddy on Claude.
You can't tell. You can tell by the numbers, right? The numbers will say differently.
Yeah, that was full comfort for Liquid. If AP Bren pull this off, it's a miracle. Teddy!
And they catch James. A kick onto the Harley. A double for Steady Teddy, and they'll find Kyo. It's enough for the Apex Predator to find his prey. Straight for the heart of their mid lane as Tier 2
boy.
falls. The recalls come through.
It's the full 5-man flex down by Liquid. And when they do this, it's because they know they are moments away from winning this game. Maybe a Lord or two away from ending it in game number 3.
Gotta say, it feels like they're a little mad too without disrespect here on game number 1. They feel like they could have taken that, and now they're showing they can.
RWM coming in. Nova embraces the offense, but gets kicked by JP and knocked out.
That's a big knockout, and you know what we said in minute 1 just happened over and over and over again. James Banks cannot play MLBB here in this game.
Yeah. I wonder why you're in this. I feel like we go back there now. It's like, why?
I know. The Uranus feels like it's a little bit of a, underwhelming compared to what KLVJ can actually pull off.
They lost the EXP lane trade bad. Again, going back to the Infinite keys to victory, it's important. The matchup, KLVJ and Sanford, what heroes do they get? Sanford got big setup, big impact, crowd control. KLVJ got Uranus.
He got big.
He got
Just big.
He got big. He
That's
got
the first
punch.
part. Oh
That's
my
it.
goodness. It feels bad because I feel like it could have been better. Maybe they kind of overloaded on making sure that they had a front line. They picked 2 big frontline heroes. But again, it's not really doing much here, as you can see very evidently.
Such a simple zone out by JP. He just threatens a Jeet Kune Do knock-up and immediately AP Bren back off.
'Cause
Massive lead for
He
Liquid.
can get out himself, like
Yeah.
if ever he does go in too deep. Whoa, what's happening to Teddy? All right, Teddy catches a
Teddy's
face full of
fine.
deadly magics, and he's okay. The regen on a fully Swift Trinity equipped Claude is disgusting.
Yeah.
I played a couple of gold lane games this week. I
Having
ended up
fun
with
with Claude?
Yeah, I ended up with a gold lane pick because randomly I queued up with people who let me play that, and it's so good. It feels so
40?
good.
40?
40 coming in.
there you go
Dragon form.
again.
A kick on the 1. RWM is stolen away, but they still find KLVJ, and Nova might go down. Swipes away from Sanji. They're already in the base. A lot of damage on the Shizo, and they throw out everything that they could. James Banks gets taken down here by Teddy. Carl DZ falls, but so does the base. Liquid continue their streak undefeated after week
Another one! Another reverse sweep for TLPH here in day number 3 of week 2. And they, dare I say it,